Hey there.
Greetings, Vault Dweller.
Hello.
It must seem like a strange coincidence, us meeting here. But I assure you that it is not. My name is Daryl, short for D.A.R.R.Y.L. I have been created to accompany you, by a group of people dedicated only to recording the history of mankind as it progresses after the Great War. I have been programmed primarily as a neutral source of information. A mobile encyclopedia, so to say. My prime directive is to not interfere. Even though we record history and never interfere or shape it, the organization has elected to provide you with my services. I can accompany you, and any companion you might be traveling with, to provide you with detailed information about locations and their history. In return for this service, I will document about the places you visit. Please express your preference at this point.
What's this all about?
The think tank that has created me has asked me to provide you with my services. I can offer you unique insights, and all information that is available to the think tank, on most locations that you visit, simply by asking me.
It does sound interesting.
There is not much else to say. I work for a think tank that's dedicated itself to preserving history by chronicling it as thoroughly as possible. For that reason, I myself and many Eyebots like me, have been sent out all across the former United States, to witness and record important events. If you will allow me to join you, then I will make my vast database of information available for your perusal.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Agreed. I will follow you at a discreet distance. If you'd like to know more about any place that we visit, do not hesitate to ask me. As my systems do not allow me to interfere in any way, I will not engage in any form of combat, and will stay out of the way, should this ensue. Before we begin, perhaps we should start with a short tutorial on how I can be of use to you.
What now?
I can serve several purposes for you. You can engage my scanner to scan for enemies and useful items in the area. This will be a tactical advantage. You can engage me in dialogue and ask about the history and origins of important or landmark sites and places we visit. I also have a built-in alert system that will notify you of any enemies or bobbleheads in the area. When a normal enemy is close by, it sounds like this. When a very dangerous enemy is nearby, it sounds like this. When I have detected a bobblehead in the area, it sounds like this. I have provided you with a scan module. You will find it in the aid menu in your Pip-Boy. Assign it to a quick key so I can scan the area on demand. There are several small green lights on my body, which will indicate whether I have historical information about a location or not. I can also make a subtle sound to indicate whether information is available when entering a new location. All of these functions can be turned on or off, or configured at will, via the holotape that I have provided you with. Do not lose the holotape. Having said that, how may I be of service?
I'm interested in the history of this place.
This is Sanctuary Hills. Currently very low on the threat level matrix. According to think tank intelligence, the Minutemen remnants have targeted this location to create a smaller settlement. There are several key locations of interest nearby: Red Rocket Truck Stop, Vault 111, and a hidden root cellar in the back of the neighborhood. Bloatflies and other vermin have been spotted holding up inside the ruined houses during previous reconnaissance missions. Please proceed with care when entering this area for the first time. End of line.
Excuse me.
Hello. I am eager to be of service.
I'm interested in the history of this place.
This is Red Rocket Truck Stop. Used as a fueling station for the myriad of broken down cars you see across the Commonwealth, before the war. Strategically located right outside of Sanctuary Hills, it was one of many truck stops that Red Rocket had across the United States. A known nesting ground for mole rats. Once cleared, the think tank surmises it could be a perfect settlement location for scavengers such as yourself. Located north of the Commonwealth, it holds little strategic significance, yet has quite a few historical documents of interest. Of particular note are the Red Rocket workers' responses to being slowly replaced by a robotic workforce. The irony of that statement has not escaped me, as my predecessor was named Dave, and he was a human. End of line. Scanning the area. Please hold. Scans have revealed the following. A holotape. Scanning. One moment. Scans have revealed the following. Blood bugs. Danger alert.
Hey.
It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Can I help you?
What are you thinking about?
You never learn anything by doing it right. Don't be afraid to fail.
What's on your mind?
I have no emotions whatsoever.
I'm interested in the history of this place.
This cave, right below Red Rocket truck stop, was used as dumping ground by employees of the company. Concord suffered far more from this than Sanctuary Hills, which is enclosed by fast-moving water from the river. Chemicals and radiation dissipated in the water and moved further downstream, poisoning the local wildlife. But Concord below had many strange medical incidents, not yet ascribed to this hidden cave, in 2077. For the standards of that time, this would now be considered an extremely hazardous site. But these days, sites such as this are common all over the United States, and are a part of regular life. End of line. Initiating area scan. Scans have revealed the following. Caps.
Hey.
To be a servant of history elevates my being to greater heights. Can I be of service at this point in time?
I'm interested in the history of this place.
This is Concord. Founded in 1635, together with Lexington, it became famous for being the site of battles that led to the American Revolution. It houses several still accessible buildings and areas of interest, such as the Concord Church, the Museum of Freedom, the Concord Speakeasy and more. Most noteworthy are the several access hatches to the Concord Civic Access Area. The think tank has located several items of note, and historical documents of value, inside the Museum of Freedom. End of line. Scanning. One moment. Scans have revealed the following. One or more raiders. Adhesives, such as glue or duct tape.
Hey, up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please!
Scanning. One moment. Scans have revealed the following. Ammunition. Sticky stuff, like glue or duct tape.
Hey,
Greetings. How can this unit be of service?
I'm interested in the history of this place.
When Megan Hayes arrived, 1 month before the bombs fell, she was filled with excitement over her new position in the Museum of Freedom. When everyone saw the flashes and felt the rumble, they just left. Mr. Nash, David, and even Susan rushed out, leaving Megan alone in the museum. With her own family far away, she didn't really know anyone in Massachusetts and had nowhere to go. The soldiers, confused from the crash with D.A.R.R.Y.L, were in panic and perceived everyone as threat. So she hid from them, hoping for a rescue that never came. Inside the museum there are several historical items of interest that describe the history of Boston. Please proceed with caution when entering the location, as the think tank has often seen raiders holed up inside. The term lobster back was a derogatory slur that colonists often used for British soldiers. Unlike the term lobster, which refers to the British soldiers' bright red uniforms, lobster back refers to the scars on the soldiers' backs. Flogging was common in the British Army, and used for most disciplinary problems. Almost all British troops had scars from numerous lashings. End of line.